Hey, I'm Chef Sunflour, and this is my show Wake and Bake, where I do fun, crazy cake art. Once in a while, I like to do a challenge that I never did before, and today I'm doing a Grinch cake. I got this idea from my people on Instagram. They voted for this, and if you ever want to get involved in some of my challenges, then go on my Instagram and follow me so you can get involved. Alright, you guys, let's just jump into it and get this party started. Okay, so I started out my cake. I got a sketch from offline and I just traced it out with the paper, and I started this by tracing out his head, and at the top that is going to be his like Christmas hat. Once again, I got this image from offline. So I'm going to start off by cutting his eyes off and digging those out, just making a space. Because this image is supposed to be 3D, I'm trying to make his features poke out more, like his eyebrows and stuff. And I'm also going to brown out his head. And then I'm just going to cover all this with icing. Now, I never did a 3D face before, and I watched a lot of videos, and this is my first attempt, so we just going to see how this go, y'all. So after I get that all covered up, I put it in the fridge for like 15 minutes just to get the buttercream all firm, roll out some green fondant, and then I cover my cake. I'll first just start by covering the bottom of his face and just getting that fondant around, fixing it, smoothing it out. Then I get my red fondant and I cover the top for his hat and just cut off all the excess. I started running out of fondant, so I had to just improvise and use my other fondant that I had left over and just cover it with the color I needed. So y'all see me doing some ghetto stuff, don't mind me. It's all gonna look good in the end. So I got that, and I used some fondant for his band at the bottom of his head, and I covered it with the white fondant, so that became the bottom of his hat. And I just rolled up some fondant and just made like a little string at the bottom, rolled up a ball, and then made his little, I don't know what you call that thing at the end of his hat. Made his little ball for the end of his hat. Next, I started on his eyes. I didn't really know where to start. I just kept on losing his face, but I started on his eyes. And then I looked at a picture and his eyes were yellow. So I was like, oh, I took his eyes off. And then I just moved on to the eyebrows because the eyebrows really shape the face. And I thought this would help me with this. So I moved on to the eyebrows. And I used this sculpting tool. It has a little hook on it, and it helps making little hairs and stuff. And I just did long strokes against his eyebrows to make them look like they're flaring up. So then I got my white fondant, I turned it yellow, and then I put his eyes on. And then he started looking like an alien to me. So I was just like, I don't know, you guys. I don't know. So I just kept on working on it. And the Grinch has like cat eyes, so I was cutting his eyes to make him look more cattish, because I think he's a cat. I don't know. I put on his nose and gave him like 2 holes. He has like a little button nose and 2 holes. And I couldn't see where his mouth is at, so I just started making fur all around his face. And I did this with the same tool I'm using on the eyebrows, and long strokes at the end to make it really look lifelike. You want to have long strokes at the end, and then make some medium strokes going in towards his face. After that, I worked on his pupil, and I just made a little ball. I cut a little ball out with my piping tip and cut it in half. And then I gave him 2 pupils. I was never satisfied with his eyes, so I just kept on messing with him. Because you know the eyes are the window to the soul, and yeah, his window was blurry. So I then put like these dark circles around the Grinch eyes. I'm just following the picture that I picked offline. I put the circles around his eyes and just kept on moving around, making them look like really catty. And his mouth wasn't sticking out enough for me, so I just added a little more fondant on top, and then I made it in the shape of his mouth, and I just made that his mouth. I gave him some more little hairs, and he started looking like a gremlin or something, you know. I don't know, you guys. So I put on his mouth, his little black mouth, and I should have made these I put on his mouth. And then I took off his nose because I realized his nose was black too. And I like that little thing that's in the middle of a cat. I don't know, you guys. I was just trying to make it work. So then I started poking the inside of his face and giving him like little hairs all around. And this is as good as it was gonna get. You know, he might look angry. He might look like an angry bird. He might look like a gremlin. I don't know, but you guys let me know. If you guys think I should stop doing these challenges because they are not going well for me, then let me know. If you guys think I should keep on pushing because it only helps me get better, comment below and let me know. Thank you guys for watching this. Merry Christmas. Bye.